2 balls, though, that's okay. 3, that's a medical condition.
And they were red, by the way. And big. Welcome aboard. You've just stepped into Damn It, Jim, the podcast. My name is Dana Smith, and I'm happy to be your captain and navigator on this adventure. And with me, as always, the chancellor of Damn It, Jim, the university, Dan Calzaretta. Thanks for coming along as we delve into episode 3 of the brand new Star Trek show, Starfleet Academy. Good evening, Dan.
Dana. I can't wait to talk about this one. But hey, before we get there, the Bears, they lost. I'm sorry to have to report that, but they're out.
Yeah, well, now we cheer for the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, I like the Seahawks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your Denver quarterback broke his freaking ankle somehow.
Yeah, and still walked around and played the 2 plays with a broken ankle.
Yeah, it's fake, Dana. It's fake. He kicked something after the game. They didn't want to admit to it.
Tougher man than me. I'd be on the ground to this day, still screaming and crying. So.
Well, as you said last week, we're not a football show, but both of us love, especially the playoffs, right?
Oh yeah, playoffs are exciting. Well, Dan, we are going to dive into the third installment of Starfleet Academy, but we have some listener comments.
Yeah, we got a lot, Dana.
Do you want to start with what you got, Dan?
Yeah, I will. So Robert from Nevada, he actually sent us a nice note while we were on our holiday break. And Dana, he congratulated you on your retirement.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, he also said, though, I've been ready to retire for 10 years, but my wife won't let me. I think she will be okay with it when I'm dead. I'm glad that's not the case for the both of us. I mean, our wives might want us dead, Dana, but at least they let us retire.
Yeah, and hope that they're just hoping that we die soon.
Lou from Canada also sent us an email. Dana, he had a couple of complaints about the episode, the first 2 episodes, actually, of Starfleet Academy. First, he thought they should have hired more Canadian actors to be in the show. And then secondly, Dana, he said he can't wait for March 12th because that is when season 1 of Starfleet Academy will be done.
Wow.
And then Dana, via YouTube, C. Slumbarsky wrote us with kind of an interesting take on Starfleet Academy. Here's what he had to say. He said, the burn represents COVID. The theme of the series is how we rebuild the lives of young adults whose education and life in general was disrupted during the COVID years. He also sees Starfleet Academy as diversity, bare feet, and San Francisco flower children. And the Federation War College looks to be standing in for the MAGA/ICE elements. It's kind of an interesting take, Dana.
That's good. He put some thought into that more than you or I did. Yeah, so
it's not hard though, Dana. Not hard. And then Dana, we also received a voicemail. Unfortunately, the person didn't leave a name, but this is what they had to say.
Hey guys, I really enjoy y'all's podcast. I just wanted to ask if y'all had ever been to the Ticonderoga sets. There's a guy who has recreated all the original series sets, and me and my dad went there a couple of years ago, and I got to put him in a Captain Kirk shirt and put him in the Captain Kirk chair on the bridge of the Enterprise, and it was so awesome. The only complaint I had is that they wouldn't let us run around and act like we were part of Starfleet Command. Anyway, keep it up. I really enjoy the podcast. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, we've talked about a road trip to Ticonderoga. And so I think that's something in the plans. We'll one of Dan's many vacations, maybe I can tag along and we can swing by there or something. So
we should do that, Dana. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I have, Dana. What about you for listener comments?
Dan, we got a few comments from Facebook. Our good friend Roxy Ray commented more support for us as usual.
Oh, thanks, Roxy.
Also, Joey Corson, our good friend, said this series seems aimed at pulling younger/newer fans and disco fans. Not sure what that exactly means, but
maybe Discovery fans.
Oh, yeah, could be, yeah.
Or do you think it just means disco, like music?
Yeah, that's what I took it as. So it's it says it's not unwatchable, but it's not good either. Points for original characters. It's just not a compelling story so far.
Okay.
Craig Combs says the pilot was the worst start since Discovery, but beta test returns to Gene's vision and stands as a spiritual sequel to the TOS Cold War and Vietnam episodes. Bonus points for the copious Easter eggs. Finally, Jason Lowry has been discovering our podcast. I think he's made it through season 1.
Wow, you mean season 1 of the original series?
Of the original series. And he said, just got y'all's season 2 of TOS, and I love it because you guys do a great job, and I'm glad to see you guys are reviewing the new stuff to keep it going. Keep up the awesome work.
Well, that was nice. Good to have a new listener. So we won't make fun of this guy. Right now, we don't want to lose him.
Yeah, get him sucked in, and then we'll bash him later. As always, we really appreciate all the comments and messages that we receive. And if you want to send a voicemail, you are free to call us on this number, Dan.
Yeah, it's 509-676-6298, open 24/7, and we would love to hear your comments.
Okay, Dan, should we dive into episode 3 of Starfleet Academy, Acid Reflux? I'm sorry, it's Vitus Reflux.
Dana, I had reflux in the first 2 minutes of this episode. I just have to tell you. Wow.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to review. So put your seatbelts on. We're diving in.
Now, what does Vitus mean? I didn't look up the term. Did you call the Dammit Jim the University Latin department? I'm assuming it's Latin.
According to the Dammit Jim University, the Latin etymology connected to the adjective vitus means lively, from vivax or directly from vita, life.
Okay, that makes sense. And then reflux. So does it mean puking up life? Is that what it means? What?
Lively reflux, which is pretty much what I had.
Dana, well, I had regular reflux and also rectal reflux during this episode. I mean, I think I schmidt myself. I really did.
So we start off with Dareem Ramey. He's the jerk guy with the Australian accent that is rooming with Caleb.
Right.
He does a workout in his room while his partner's in their sleep, and he's doing like crazy exercises, handstand push-ups and stuff.
Well, I do that every morning, Dana. What he was doing, every morning I do that.
Yeah. I think about that every morning. So, and so then we go to the gym where everybody's working out, and it's just like remember like 5th grade when you had pass the ball back and forth and climb the rope and do push-ups and sit-ups and things like that. That's what it looked like 5th grade gym class.
Don't you think they'd have something different in the future, or do you think it's just going to be the same thing?
Yeah, they had medicine balls, the rope climb, really.
No.
So, and it's the Starfleet Academy on one side and the War College on the other side.
Come
the
on.
War
Dana.
College is dressed in all black.
Right.
Starfleet's nice and red.
Yeah.
And then we see Terima, the Chancellor's daughter or whatever, and her and Caleb get all googly-eyed toward each other. Yeah, that's when the acid reflux started. So.
Yeah, and the rectal reflux. Yep. My God, Dana.
And the War College has an attitude towards the Starfleet kids, and I'm going to call them kids, because that's how they act.
Mm-hmm.
And one kid from the War College throws a ball, hits Caleb right in the face.
Yeah.
They start a heated conversation. It's lots of little threats and stuff. Then later we go to the locker room where the guys and girls are getting ready to shower or whatever. They're just like taking clothes off.
Okay, so this is something I like about the future.
So they're getting ready to take showers, whatever, and they start disappearing. And it's like they're being transported out. It's like boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, I wanted to be transported out. I mean, I almost turned it off.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then they start appearing in different places. Caleb appears like in the cafeteria and he's completely naked. Other people like land in water, like in the little pond. Our person's outside.
Well, can I ask you a question though here, Dana? Can I just jump in?
Of course.
The hologram character. What's her name again?
Hologram character. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't put enough time into memorizing names. I have 2 questions. Okay. 1, why does she have to exercise? She's a hologram. 2, why does she have to take a shower? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wouldn't getting wet, if you're some kind of electric device, that's bad, right? I mean, you don't want to get, like, zapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some internal, inconsistencies in this show.
I mean, but how do you leave somebody out? It's a hologram, so she doesn't have to exercise. Make her part of the team, right?
And you notice that character? She's got, like, the Princess Leia buns on her head, like her hair,
Yeah.
Wonder if that was on purpose.
I don't care. And we'll see that lack of caring continues to get worse as the show goes on. So, and then we get the intro.
Yeah.
Is this the same intro? It's like I guess I didn't pay attention to the first 2 episodes, but it's like a little seed growing, and then it grows up and you see them building Starfleet Academy.
Yeah.
And then leaves are blowing. It's a metaphor, it's a big freaking metaphor, like we're stupid or something.
Well, it's a bad metaphor, so I'd call it maybe a meta 2, probably a meta 1. That's how bad it is, Dana.
Wow. But I was like, man, this is kind of heavy handed.
Yeah.
Again, cutesy.
Too cutesy. Mm-hmm.
Next, we go to the captain's quarters, and Deanne, Holly Hunter, is
Do not say it.
barefoot.
Oh, God, you said it.
She is barefoot through this whole episode.
No, Dana.
And she's very relaxed as usual.
Which is okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Look, I should say, I don't care if people are barefoot. I don't have anything against, like, bare feet per se. But, like, if you're in public, well, on the beach is okay. Walking down the street, okay. I mean, you want to be barefoot, that's fine. At work, unless you're working on a beach, put your freaking shoes on.
It's the 32nd century, Dan. I mean, it's a whole new world. It's, people are more liberal about things like that.
But what if you stub a toe? God, stubbing toes hurts, Tina.
Oh, like the little toe? Yeah.
Yeah, not good, And then putting your feet up, like, on a desk. Okay, you're by yourself. You're in your room, whatever. But you're at work, and maybe someone else needs to use that freaking desk at some point, and your feet prints are on there? Oh. Do I have a problem here, Dana? Is this only my problem, Dana?
Well, between the two of us, I don't have as big a problem with it as you do. But
I mean, I am playing it up a bit, but, bare feet on airplanes, no. Or any public transport for that matter. Put your damn shoes on. Put your shoes on. There's some things, Dana, in this life that are wrong, and that's wrong.
So the drill sergeant comes in, and, she was shouting at everybody before in gym class. She's warning Captain Aki about the battle growing between the War Academy and the Starfleet kid. Then we see Aki brings a flower to the kids to help them. And it's like a talking flower.
Yeah, but it's a fungus, though, we find out, though, Dana. When you get fungus? When you are in bare fucking feet and you're walking around, you're going to get a fungus, Dana. See, that's the other thing. You can transmit, athlete's foot to people. If you're walking around barefoot and you shouldn't be in a spot where, well, wait, then I'd have to be barefoot to get it. Then it would actually be my fault. All right. I guess that doesn't make sense. All right. Never mind.
Is it like hoof and mouth disease? It's like,
I think so. Yeah.
But you've seen Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah.
The plant looks like the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, you are right about that. It really did, yeah. Did it look a little bit like Sulu's plant from the original series when he had the botany lab?
The hand?
The hand, yeah.
No, I think that was Sulu's special plant. I don't think anybody else has a plant like that.
That was his and only his, Dana.
So anyway, Captain Aki references Sun Tzu's Art of War.
Yeah.
And I thought that was good. But I swear, I think, we discussed this before. I think Holly Hunter had a stroke.
Dana, I don't want to make fun of her because, there is something going on there.
Yeah.
And there's definitely something going on with her voice. And I don't think she's just making it up as part of the character. It could be Bell's palsy, where part of your face gets paralyzed. I had this one time. Thankfully, mine went away. Sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. Maybe there's a medical thing there. And so I'm not going to make fun of that voice anymore, even though it annoys me. It annoys me, Dana, but I'm not going to make fun of it. Well, Dana, she didn't actually have a stroke. So I reached out to the Dammit Jim University Medical School. and they know something about Holly Hunter. I think maybe they saw her at one point, but she didn't have a stroke, but she did have mumps in childhood, and that resulted in hearing loss in one ear, causing her to speak slightly differently or favor one side of her mouth. So some people think she's had a stroke or that she lisps, but it's actually from having mumps, not a neurological event.
I ever tell you I had mumps?
No, you did not tell me this.
My dad took me into work, and we rode on the train into Chicago. We were in the suburb, rode on the train. I was with my dad all day, and then we rode back on the train. Well, next day I wake up and my neck is like, and jowls are swollen up, and
Wow.
and my dad flew out that morning to go on a business trip.
Mm-hmm.
They had to track him down and tell him to go see a doctor wherever he was because he had been exposed to mumps.
Wow.
But not only him, I basically exposed a whole train car.
And he exposed an airplane, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, well, I'm glad to hear about Holly Hunter. So I guess I just never noticed that before.
Well, since it wasn't a neurological thing, it was just the mumps. Can I still make fun of her then and her voice?
Yeah, I think so. Because it happened as a kid and she's an adult and she's just got to deal with it now.
All right. That sounds good to me.
That's fair, right?
Yeah, totally fair. Yeah.
So she uses these plants for the kids to take care of. Again, kind of a fifth grade project.
Right. But they talk, right? Or they mimic you. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah. Whatever you say to them, that says back to you or something like that.
In a weird voice.
Yeah.
Wonder if those plants had mumps when they were children. Actually, I'd rather hear those plants, the voice of the plants, than I would hear. Than I would want to hear Holly Hunter's voice, Dana.
Wow. You know, I didn't even think about impersonating the plant.
I didn't either.
That's something I can work on for the next episode.
That's
Because
something
we
you
got
can
to do
work on
something.
for the next episode.
Something we got to work on to make this show interesting.
Something we got to work on, make the show interesting.
That's kind of what they did, right? Isn't that kind of what they did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then there's this whole Calica thing, Calica.
I don't know.
Which it's like a battle zone. It's like laser tag. Somebody says, oh, so it's like laser tag.
Yeah. I was hoping, Dana, that when they were in the gym, that it would be dodgeball. That I was really hoping for dodgeball. Maybe spiky balls or something that would impale people. That'd be, up the game a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make it a lot more interesting.
Oh yeah, I used to love dodgeball as a kid.
Oh, everybody did. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I started teaching, I'm like, hey, let's go, play dodgeball with the kids. And then people are like, no. You will get sued for that. And I'm like, what? Dodgeball? No, couldn't do it.
Our gym teacher one time got mad because he thought somebody was picking on another kid.
Okay.
And he walked up with 2 balls in his hands.
Wait, what? Can you clarify, please?
2 dodgeballs in his hands.
Okay. All right.
And like beamed this kid. And then when the kid went down, threw again at him.
So that's good, Dana, that he got the bully. You don't, sometimes teachers don't stand up for the one who's getting picked on,
Yeah, I don't remember, but maybe he threw a 3rd ball or something, but and he said, that's the way you're going to play. Then, then I'm going to play the same way.
Wow. 2 balls though, that's okay. 3, that's a medical condition.
And they were red, by the way. And big.
I think we need to move on, Dana.
So this Calica, again, it's kind of like laser tag, except if you get shot by a phaser, you get transported out, which is kind of a cool concept.
That is a cool concept. It's kind of like, when you get sent to the penalty box in hockey, or what do they call it in Australian rules football or something? They call it the sin bin, which I find just hilarious, the term.
And you got to be really bad in Australian rules football to be sent anywhere off the field.
Maybe you get sent there if you're not beating the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. So anyways, it's whoever reaches this bell, you get points for it. And so it becomes kind of this contest for Raimi and Genesis. And Genesis is that girl that everybody likes.
Right.
So Caleb's deal is that he's not really a team player. He's not much for teams, and he doesn't like team sports.
He's the rebel without a clue.
So they do some neat things, but Dan, at this point, I'm really finding it hard to care.
You and me both, Dana. Yeah.
There's too many characters. There's nothing interesting.
And it went on and
Yeah.
on, Dana.
And I don't know where we're going with this.
Right.
We see Caleb still has a yearning for Terima, of course.
A burning? Wait, didn't we talk about this in the last episode?
Yeah.
So, Dana, the Paramount you subscribe to, do you have commercials?
No.
Okay, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Right after one of the scenes with those two. I am not making this up, Dana. Okay. I have the commercials because I refuse to pay, full price.
Which is like $1 more.
Which,
Yeah.
well, listen to what I have to say now, and you're going to want the commercials. Okay. So after one of the scenes with those two, again, not making this up, there is a commercial for a pubic hair razor. Okay. And it shows a woman in a swimsuit, and there's two women talking. She's like, oh, I got this problem. And they show, the camera zooms in on her crotch, and she's got her swimsuit on, of course, but then there's like, hair stubble, Dana. I am not making this up. I'm not. And then the next commercial, Dana, okay, was a diaper commercial for babies. So you go from pubic hair razors to babies? I mean, not much of a leap, actually, now that I think about it. And maybe this tells us the demographic they're shooting for with the show, Dana. Oh, I couldn't believe it. Actually, I thought the commercial was more interesting than the show up until this point. So I was hoping for more commercials.
We learned there's a disconnect between Caleb and Terima. And it's not only that they're separated by their colleges. There's something else going on. But she's got this thing on the side of her neck.
Yeah.
Which glows blue most of the time.
Yeah.
And she says it's like a dampener for her emotions, whatever. Well, when he's there, it's like turns red.
If she took that off, Dana, they'd need the baby diaper commercial.
Yeah, I think there'd be a lot more going on. So
yeah.
Right after that, Dan gets to see more of Holly Hunter's feet. She has a conversation with the head of the war college, and everything this guy is saying to her, she does like the opposite of.
Yeah.
And she like plops down on his couch and she's crossing her legs so her feet are like pointing at him. Then he's like serving her some special tea and she doesn't stir it the right way.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. And
she stirs the tea with her feet. That was gross, Dana.
It's her big toe.
I mean, that does take some skill to do that,
Think about it, yeah.
Not tip the cup over.
And not, lose fungus into the tea. So
God, Dana, the fungus. Oh, man.
But she has this conversation with the head of the war college about the war college kids being mean to the Starfleet Academy kids.
And he's kind of a jerk too, right? I mean.
Yeah. So once again, I'm struggling to care. And if I've said this before, I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you, Dana. I had a hard time getting through this episode.
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, I had some hope, but
yeah.
We'll get to that. So the Academy challenges the War College as some kind of game thing. It was after hours, whatever.
Right, because the War College had humiliated the Academy in a public way, and so we're gonna get back at you guys.
So the one guy that's Terima's brother,
yeah,
is dressed like a Gorn, I think it is.
A cute baby Gorn, maybe, or yeah.
Yeah, he's got this big head that he puts on and stuff.
Because each team has a mascot.
Yeah.
Right.
And here's the best shining part of the whole show.
The
other team, the War College, their mascot, the Mugatu.
That part was great. I was like, okay, maybe it was worth, watching this whole thing.
I saw that. I almost cheered. Yeah.
So if people need a reminder about why both Dana and I love that character, go back and watch the original series episode of Private Little War, and you will know why we have kind of a fond place in our hearts for the Mugatu. Yeah, season 2, episode 19.
So in this challenge, they're playing like some kind of funky modern music. And by modern, I mean like today type music. The War College wins the first round. They win the second round. But the idea is you get to the mascot and shoot the mascot.
Right.
And then Genesis, the girl, comes up with a new strategy that is different from what Raimi tried. And Raimi's like throwing a fit, but he's been sidelined already. But he got a penalty for punching one of the guys.
That was okay. That part was actually good.
Wish somebody would have punched all of them. So
I wish someone would have punched me and said, there you go. That's what you deserve for watching this freaking episode.
Genesis' idea is to use the hologram as a decoy.
Right.
And I still don't care.
No, I mean, I could talk about how for some reason she can't be shot, but yet she can take a shower and she can, need exercise. But when they shoot at her, it goes through her. I mean, we could go into all that, Dana, but who gives a fuck at this point? I don't.
Exactly.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Afterwards, they win that round, and Raimi allows Genesis to be the captain after telling her a sob story about his family and stuff.
I didn't even understand the story. And again, I didn't care enough to go back and, try to figure out what it all meant. Actually, I was having a hard time with this episode. The sound wasn't great. And I didn't care enough to even put the subtitles on, Dana. I was just like, I don't really think the dialogue is going to make it better. In fact, it might make it worse, Dana.
Yeah. Yeah, watching this as silent might have been a better way to go. So,
or how about silent and no visuals? That would have been great. Then about 50 minutes of meditation staring at the wall. I could have used that.
Or maybe just show a rerun of the original series.
Yeah. How about season 2, episode whatever I just said it was, The Private Little War? Watch that one again.
So they come up with a new plan to beat the War College, but Caleb and Terima might break things down. Terima tells them she's not like all the other Betazoids.
Well, there's 2 real clear reasons why she's not, Dana. What I mean by 2 is she's not as empathic as like Troy was, and she's shorter than Troy was. Those are the 2 things I meant.
Yeah, no doubt. Meanwhile, the Academy kids figured out how to make the little talking flowers grow overnight in the War College kids' room. So the War College kids get chased out of their rooms when the sun comes up by these wild big plants that look more like Little Shop of Horrors.
Even more. You're right. Yeah, that's a good point.
So the Academy kids win, and the War College leader concedes defeat.
Now, are they bare feet that he conceded? Bad joke, Dana. It's really bad. It's not worse than the episode, though. It's actually, I deserve a freaking, I don't know. What do they give away for jokes? What kind of prizes, Dana? Like Nobel Prize for jokes? I deserve that.
Oh, some people ask for a Nobel Prize that don't deserve it. You deserve one, Dan. So.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you.
Later, in the Chancellor's quarters, Aki tells Caleb that she is not teaching them to fight wars, but how to end them.
Do you think you can end a war, Dana, if you're not wearing any socks or shoes? Because she was barefoot again, I think, at this point.
She was barefoot through this whole show, Dan. This whole thing, her and Caleb are acting like buddies.
Yes, this would not happen, Dana.
And he's sitting on this, what do you call it, like a chaise lounge chair.
Mm-hmm.
And she sits on it with her back to his, and they're like rubbing backs.
You get arrested for that,
Yeah, I mean, that's how it starts. It's like, oh, let's just rub backs. And then, no, let's rub fronts and see how that works. Yeah. So,
oh, Dana, yeah, this was very unsettling, that whole scene.
Yeah, I mean, for, a teacher, that was odd.
Yeah, very odd.
And we end with the Starfleet kids getting their fucking Letterman's jackets, Dan.
No.
Literally Letterman's jackets.
See, Dana, we've talked about in Strange New Worlds how we both love those jackets, right? The away team jackets, right? I would not wear one of these jackets if someone gave one to me. In fact, I might burn it.
Yeah, it's got a big S on it and, pins and stuff.
It's
and
stupid.
The new Starfleet logo on the back. And, I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And Dan, that's how this episode ends. So, Dan, why don't you start us off with the pros on this episode?
Okay, thanks, Dana. Tig Notaro, I think, continues to be very funny. She's only in the episode for a short period of time, but I really like her. Holly Hunter, yes, but I'm going to give a con here, too. Her voice, no. That's everything I've got for pros, Dana. How about you?
Similar. Tig Notaro and Holly Hunter are kind of the only things really holding this show together. And I think without them, we'd be in a lot of pain. What do you got for cons, Dan?
Dana, this was like Animal House in space or any of the other hundreds of movies about jocks versus the underdogs, the rich snobs versus the poor kids. Insanely stupid. Next, bare feet. Talked about it. Talked about it enough. Finally, I said I wasn't going to make fun of her voice, but it's not neurological. It was the mumps, so I'm going to make fun of it. God, Dana, the voice. It's grating on me more and more. Can we just dub someone else's voice in there? Please. Even Pelia's might be, better. That's what I have for cons, Dana. How about you?
Dan, this show is quickly devolving into a teen melodrama. The characters are not that interesting. I think if they had stretched out the story with Caleb a little bit more, being more of a rebel and maybe not in Starfleet, they're still trying to get him in. I think maybe that would have been more interesting. Stories are thin and has pretty much nothing to do with space exploration, is why you watch fucking Star Trek to fucking begin with. Looking forward, what do you hope for in this?
I hope we get more stories Starries? What? See, I can't. I'm so upset, Dana. I can't hardly speak. Maybe I had mumps as a kid. I don't know. Okay, Dana, I hope we get more stories about Nutbreaker, whatever that guy's name was. I want to know about him and why he's got this battle with Starfleet. What do you hope for, Dana?
Dan, when the first episode aired, they only had about 82,000 views.
Wow.
Well, we would kill for 82,000 views on our podcast.
Yeah.
For a new Star Trek series, this is almost laughable. There was actually a podcast about Star Trek Deep Space Nine that aired the same day as Starfleet Academy that got over 300,000 downloads and likes.
How do we get that, Dana?
I am hoping that they break away from this high school melodrama crap.
Yeah.
We got too many people running around that we're trying to follow, and I don't care about any of them right now.
Right.
I care about Tig Notaro, her character.
Yeah.
And I wish she was in it more. If they just made the show about her, this would be a hit.
Yeah, just her as like a teacher giving snarky comments to kids. That would be great. That'd be a great show. It'd be like Welcome Back Kotter, except Welcome Back Nataru in space.
So I give every Star Trek episode a chance. I'll watch most anything they put out, but they're moving far away from what drew people to the show. Good stories, interesting characters, and a real message of hope about the future. And I think that's what they need to get back to. So, Dan, what are your final thoughts on this episode?
I've read a lot of comments, Dana, online about how the show isn't real Star Trek and therefore it should be hated for that reason. But I'm not going to buy into that part of it. If a show is good, it's good, regardless if it matches someone's view of what Star Trek should really be. But having said that, I thought this episode was stupid, Dana. It was just dumb. Star Trek, dumb. Any other show, dumb. It was just dumb. I know the series is targeted toward a younger demographic, and I don't know, maybe I'm just an old man yelling at clouds. But I'd love to hear what younger people think about this show. Do they feel they're being patronized by the characters and the tropes, or do they really like it? And then finally, I do think there is some hope for the series, but we got to replace the stupid and put back in the profound, what Star Trek did best, that makes us reflect on ourselves and our shared humanity and not on freaking high school drama, Dana. How about final thoughts for you?
We went into this little skepticism when we started, and we're mildly surprised by how well the show was put together. Special effects go a long way with me. Good special effects mean a lot, and I think they've done that. The storylines that they're coming up with, the characters aren't grabbing me, and I'm concerned because if there's 10 episodes of this, we've got 7 more episodes to work through.
Ouch.
It's going to seem like a 26 episode season.
Yeah. 26 episodes of Section 30 freaking 1, Dana. Think about that.
We've got to be better than this high school drama. If they don't want 60-something-year-old people like us watching it, then put out a disclaimer at the beginning of the fucking show that says, if you're over 12, you're not going to enjoy this. So, Dan, I don't know if you noticed the end of the episode cuts to black and reveals it was made in loving memory of Carla Mingiardi. Mingiardi passed away in 2024. She worked in the costume department for both Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Short Treks. Perhaps the reason why they did all this stuff with Starfleet uniforms get mentioned like 3-4 times during this episode, was like an homage to her.
Well, that's actually nice, Dana. That's actually nice.
Yeah, I thought in that regard, they did something really good with this show.
Well, Dana, even though this episode was one that I would rather forget, I still had a great time talking with you about it, and it's always a blast, Dana.
Yeah, Dan, it's always a lot of fun to get together and talk about these shows, whether they're good or bad. And usually the bad ones are the most fun to talk about. And once again, to all of our listeners out there, please keep writing in, keep watching, keep tuning in, and stay in touch. We appreciate you and look forward to communicating with you more in the near future. Until we meet again, live long and prosper.
Thanks once again for listening to Damn It Jim, the podcast. We'd love to hear from you. Please send us an email at dammitjimpodcast@gmail.com or join the discussion on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. You can also reach us at the Damn It Jim hotline at 509-676-6298. This podcast was produced by Dan Calzaretta and Dana Smith for Ramble Jar Productions. Editing by Dan Calzaretta. If you would like to be a Damn It Jim sponsor, please send us an email at dammitjimpodcast@gmail.com. Have a great rest of your week, and remember to live long and prosper.